I never intended for this to happen. Hi people and welcome to a new Minecraft mod video. Today I'm going to be looking at the Elemental Orbs mod. The link will be in the description below. You need Minecraft Forge. And this is a mod that adds Elemental Orbs, as the title says. Now, first thing you want to create in this mod is an actual orb itself. Now this is how you make it. So you have a chest in the middle, just blocks of glass around the outside, and this is how you make your base orb. Also to note, this has got some world gen. There's aluminium ore and omega ore. Now, the omega ore will drop omega spheres, omega stones even, and they will be used to upgrade the normal orbs into omega orbs. Now, omega orbs are pretty much just the same as normal orbs, they just have a wider area effect, or sometimes they might make different things spawn. Well, you just have to read up in the forum thread what the omega versions do, but I'm just going to show you the base orbs at the moment. Also, there's this block. This is the Omega Infuser, Omega Upgrader even. And when right clicked with an orb, it'll turn it into the Omega version. So if I was to do that, Omega version, and it destroys that. So I guess I'll show you what the Omega version of the first orb is, which is the Fire Orb. Now, if you want to know how to make all the orbs, go to the link in the description to the mod page and look at the recipes there, because usually I would use not enough items, but it's currently not upgraded to this version of Minecraft yet, so I can't use it. So, let's spawn some chickens then. And this, the Omega Fire Orb, or just the Fire Orb in general, will do that. Just set everything on fire. Any entities, any monsters around you, they will all go on fire and probably die. So that's what the Fire Orb does. Next we're going to move on to the Lightning Orb. Bet you can guess what this does. Boom! Lightnings them all. Now the next one up. Oh, I don't know if I want to put too many clues to my thing there, but next one's the TNT one. Now if you use this, the explosion one, this will happen. They will explode like creepers and die and just explode everywhere and annihilate the landscape. It's one of my favourites. Apparently this one doesn't have an Omega version. Looking in the grid here, I don't see an Omega version. And we could try and make one with an Omega upgrader, but I don't think this will work. No, I don't think you can have an Omega version of the TNT. Nope, that just continues to TNT things. So you can't make a super nuclear one. Although I would love that. I want to see nuclear version of that. So the next one is the Ice Orb. Let's get some animals again. Oh god, I used the Nether Orb. That's... yeah. That's, right, may as well go into the Nether Orb. Nether Orb transforms things around you into the Nether variant. So it transforms water into lava, sand and gravel into soul sand, and normal grass and stuff into Netherrack. And also can spawn zombie pigmans. So that's what the ice one does. Let's have a go on the zombie pigmans here. And this one turns some water into ice. Look at that. It also put a load of snow down sometimes. No snow. But it also freezes enemies in blocks of ice, and I really like this effect. It's looking really awesome. So that's the Ice Orb. Now the Dry Orb. That will dry things up, as you would expect. Look at that. Everything's getting dried up here. Don't want any of that water in this zone. Yeah, get out of here. Dry Orb. Even dries all that. And it will just turn everything like barren. Like, it'll turn grass into dirt, and then dirt into sand. So if we keep using that, we can create our own desert pretty much, if we wanted. And we can dry out an ocean. I'm not sure why you'd want to do that. So we're going to go next onto the Nature Orb. And this one will plant a load of stuff and grow things. Like, it'll grow saplings. It will just grow stuff. I think if we had some, like, half-grown crops, it would grow them as well. So it's growing some trees, it will grow crops as well. This is the Nature Orb. Next, the Water Orb. Now this, if you hold down the right mouse button, it will create like a area of water around you. You may think, why do you want to do that? Apparently it's really good to get across like gaps of ravines and stuff. So we're gonna... there is not actually really anywhere good to try it out here. But if I set the time to day, because I don't want to... can't even type. Time set day. and then go into the other mode, game mode 0. Here we go. So we can like sort of swim, fly. Yeah, look at that. We're sort of flying, and it will actually leave the water there, it seems. So you can do that. You might want to bring some dry orbs with you to get rid of them. Of course, most of them only has one use. Get out of there. Oh god. Oh, that didn't work very well. Anyway, going back into the normal game mode, well, the creative game mode, we can look at the next orb, which is the water orb, which I just showed you. No, it's the nether orb, which I showed you here. So, just turns everything to nether. It plants mushrooms as well, as making zombie pigman come. It also puts occasional blocks of lava down, and it'll turn all that into lava very nicely. So if you want loads of lava everywhere, use the water orb, then go to the nether orb, and just, wow, absolute carnage. I've ruined this world. So we're going to look at the next lot of orbs. See, the water orb actually has more uses than one, as you can see there. So we're going to go to the next orbs here. We're going to look at the defender orb. We're going to look at the light orb, the heat orb, the teleportation orb, which I can't show you, and the end orb. So the defensive orb is the one that spawned. This currently bugs at the moment, I can't show you. But the normal version will teleport a tamed... when I say teleport, I mean it will give you a tamed wolf. But the Omega version will give you an iron golem. It's pretty awesome. Next one's the light orb. Now, it's probably best this one to be in dark. Time's night. And this one will put a load of light around you. So if I'm walking around, it gets... Come on, get darker. I want it to be night. It will start putting like torches around you and stuff when it's dark enough. It's really good for cave systems as well. If you can quickly find a cave system, that would be very, very nicely. Very nicely. What am I even talking about? So, yeah, see? It plants a load of torches. Now, the Omega version of this, I've tested it. Instead of lights everywhere, it will put a load of glowstone everywhere. So, this is really, really nice. Okay, I'm not sure how much of a durability thing it has. We can just quick test that quickly. Game mode 0. So apparently this is infinite, which is actually really insane and really helpful. So you can just run along at night and just put a load of these down. That's amazing. And it's infinite glowstone if you have the Omega version. Wow. Anyway, going back into game mode 1 again. We're going to be looking at the heat orb. Now, this will smelt blocks in the world to the other versions which can be smelted. So I'm not sure if it works for ores. I should maybe test that if I put some ores down. Search for ore. Put iron ore down. So here, for example, clay will turn into bricks. Sand will go into glass. Dirt will just set on fire and burn everything. And I'm not sure about ore. We're about to test it out. See, look at that. It just turns everything into glass. It doesn't do anything to the ore blocks. But if I was to go over here, it starts setting everything else on fire. Look at that. Wow. This is absolutely crazy. So you probably... I don't know why you would ever use this, to be honest. Because you've got a massive chance of setting your whole place on fire. So I'm going to go into the next one. This is a teleportation orb. Now, this orb, what you need to do, this is for a server only. What you need to do is find an anvil, put this in it, name it to the person's name you want to teleport to, and then use it and you will teleport to them. It's kind of awesome like that. And the final one is the end orb, which I believe makes everything endish. Let's just have a quick look here. End orb changes ground materials to end stone, spawns endermans, creates the obsidian tower as well. It does that as well. Oh, they're not too big. I thought it was going to do the massive obsidian towers. So we can just turn everything to the end. Wow. Everything is turned into the end. But yeah, some of these stuff can only be found by going to like the end and stuff. Actually, this one you only need ender pearls and you actually need endstone to make this. So yeah, you do need to go to the end to make this. But yeah, that's the elemental stones. I don't believe there's any Omega versions that are not. Yeah, there's no Omega versions of normal ones that are not normal ones, if you get what I mean. Alright, let's see what happens if I use an Omega one for... what shall I do? Mega Lightning Orb. Okay, here we go. Oh my god. That is mental. All the pigs have been turned into zombie pigmen. Wow. Well, it makes things certainly interesting in the world, and I think this is kind of a crazy idea, and I kind of like it. Links in the description below. Create end zones and never zones in your own world if you want. Burn everything alive. TNT mobs. All that kind of good stuff. Links in the description. That's it. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.